Hello, Reds all around the world. How are you? Hope you're well. I'm Mark Dutton. This is probably going to be the greatest episode of Cough for That in the history of the channel. On this night, Liverpool play Manchester City, quarter-finals of the Champions League. The things dreams are made of. Okay, team news. Liverpool currently with a lot of injuries. So, how did Klopp prepare his troops? He went 4-3-3. He went with the German, Karius, the number one, in goal. He went with Robinson, who could be the best left-back in the league, playing at left-back. He went with Trent Alexander-Arnold. We'll come back to Trent in a little bit, playing at right-back. My first choice partnership in Virgil van Dijk and Lovren, playing as the two central defenders. He went with a all-English midfield three. Now this is special. This is special because how many teams in the Premier League, in the Champions League, can say that they have three players in the engine room of their team, all from the nationality of that country? All English midfield three. Jordan Henderson, the captain, the 14 in the centre, playing alongside Oxlade-Chamberlain and James Milner, former Manchester City player. The front three. Let's make sure I get it right, because on every video I call Mane Sané, or I don't call Bobby Firmino, or I don't even put in Mohamed, Ahmad, Bruce Lee. So let's do it right. Mohamed, Ahmad, Bruce Lee, Salah, the best footballer in Europe, started on the right of the three. Bobby Firmino started through the middle, which let's be honest, Bobby plays everywhere, all over the pitch. If this is the heat map on Bobby Firmino, it looks like that. And then on the left, Sadio Mane, not Sadio Sane, Sadio Mane. Okay, so we're going to just jump straight into the game because my jaw was just on the ground for the entire first half. The first 10 minutes, I've got to say, I felt like we were playing the best team in the world. Man City were playing a 4-2-3-1, and it seemed to be dominating against Liverpool's 4-3-3. I really thought they had the better of the first 10 minutes. They looked, like I said, like the best team in the world, and I was very worried. The media had really overhyped Manchester City and basically gave Liverpool no chance, which is great. I like that, because you know what? When this European team is the underdog, we seem to perform better. In 2005, when we won in Turkey, the famous Istanbul win on penalties against Milan, being 3-0 and down, we basically beat every unbelievable team in the Champions League to get to the final. You know, not even qualifying out of the group till the last kick of the game with a bit of Stevie G magic. So Liverpool being the underdogs, I feel like that is our strength, that is our kryptonite. Manchester City rocked up into Anfield, I would say around 5 o'clock. They could not get into Anfield. The crowd was incredible. At 5 o'clock, the game was a 7:45 kickoff. The crowd was incredible. Flares on top of street sign, singing. I mean, the song, I don't really like this song, but I'll give it a blast anyway. We conquered all of Europe. We're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we won the fucking lot. Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly, the fields of Anfield Road. We're the proud supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Get ready to bounce. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. So that was being blasted out around the stadium with a few of the other Liverpool songs, but this is like the new one, the new hip song, and they were just smashing it, and also smashing the Man City coach. Now, again, the media really portrayed it as the bus was battered, it was unusable, it was broken. It may have been in relation to a few cracked windows here and there, and I don't condone it, and I think fans should respect the opposing coach, but it tried to go down Anfield Road, it couldn't get through, it turned around, it went in a different direction. The streets are packed full of Liverpool supporters 2 hours before the game is actually about to kick off. I would say nearly 3 hours. Singing, basically making it Anfield a fortress before they got in. So like I said, the bus wasn't really harmed. There was a couple of windows that were broken. I don't condone it. It shouldn't have happened. But The way the news outlets reported it, it was like the bus was smashed to pieces. It was like broken, burnt out, blown to smithereens. It wasn't. There was a couple of bottles thrown at it. It hit a couple of windows. It cracked a couple of windows. That was the extent of it. Manchester City players were videoing it as the bus was coming through. There was really nothing going on other than Liverpool fans being really loud, and the same reception was present when the Liverpool bus rocked in, but obviously we didn't throw stuff at the Liverpool bus. Again, say it one more time, do not condone that action from the Liverpool fans. Anyway, let's have a little look at the footage. Like I said, Manchester City looked amazing first 10 minutes, looked like the best team in the land by a mile. Again, the media basically said Liverpool were going to lose this game, Man City were going to win. I actually did think we would lose the tie, but win over the two legs. I thought we might lose tonight 1-0. Go to Manchester City, and when we need to win, we basically need to win. Here's where Pep Guardiola's totally lost it for me. The fans before the game, the stadium's packed. So we've brought the coach in, the stadium's packed, the noise level is insane. I mean, you can't hear the Champions League anthem being played, and you definitely can't hear the Manchester City fans. We're singing over that. We go to kick off, and they win the toss. Now, with all that energy coming from that cop, and that cop is the 12th man, the 13th man, the 14th man at Anfield when they're on song, and they were on fire, absolute fire for this game. You don't kick towards it in the first half, giving Liverpool all that momentum. And guess what he did? Vincent Kompany goes, yeah, go on, we'll kick to the cop. That's what they did when Liverpool played Manchester City in the league, and we battered them in the first half of that game. I mean, out of sight again. And we did exactly the same thing in this game. We were allowed to kick to the cop, and the cop's energy brought it. I'll show you. Watch this. Craziness. So there it is. Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp. Basically saying hello to each other. A lot of respect for each other, both quality managers. And then on the 12th minute, after Liverpool basically being pegged back, ball goes down the right to Mohamed Salah. He takes on Kyle Walker, who's come across. Otamendi can't put a tackle in. Ball falls back to Bobby Firmino, pokes it to Salah, and Salah scores, and it's 1-0, and it's incredible. An absolutely incredible goal by the Egyptian king. Look at that pass. That pass down from our right side. Absolutely brilliant. Again, question marks. It's borderline offside every single time we attack, but it was like that when we played Man City in the league game. When we beat them, the goals were just insane, and it was like borderline, so many things. 21, basically 10 minutes later. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh my! I don't think I've seen a ball hit harder. And I was questioning this last week. We don't score goals from outside the box, not since Coutinho, and obviously not since Steven Gerrard. But look at the power he puts in this. I mean, he can't even set himself. He's not set for that shot. He's not set at all. Rocket, and he doesn't know what to do. Look at him. Doesn't know what to do. The so-called greatest manager in the world can't react to this now. 31, another 10 minutes later. Salah gets the ball. After he tries to shoot, he knocks the ball in. And look at it, we've got 3 players on the back post there. 3 players trying to score. 3. What a ball from the Egyptian king to Sadio Mane, and Mane scores. What a goal. And look at their faces, all absolutely destroyed. Man City did not know how to respond. We'll leave that like that, I think. So, I didn't think that would happen. I was in a state of shock. I've never cheered as loud as I did through the game. I was watching it with my 4-year-old son, who's fast becoming a Liverpool fan, and we were just magisterial, breathtaking, like total football. We just attacked well, defended well, and then the worst thing that happened to us after we scored those 3 goals was we basically then rocked in at half time. Half time should never have stopped. I felt like we were going to score every 10 minutes throughout the course of the entire game. Alexander-Arnold, a lot of questions about him. What a guy. I listened to his interview that the Anfield Wrap did and put up recently, and it was brilliant. He does a lot of work for charity, being so young. His dream is obviously to captain Liverpool, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a player whose dream it is to play for Liverpool. I wanted to know what's Salah's dream. What does Salah want? Does Salah want to play for Liverpool? I mean, I've heard that when he was a kid, he played FIFA, and it was always Liverpool. That's fantastic. But, I want players that want to play for Liverpool, and this kid wants to play for Liverpool. I remember watching Steven Gerrard's first game against Blackburn, and he played right back in the cup, and I was there with Stephen Robinson, Stephen Goodwin, Paul Goodwin. We were all at the match, and I think Robert Sutton and Paul Armbruster might have been there with us as well. And we were all thinking, who's this kid playing right back? Well, Trent Alexander-Arnold is a midfielder who was converted to right back because he knew he would get more opportunities at Liverpool to play if he played as a right back, and he was told that at a young age. and he's done it. So, you know, Gerrard basically came in, and the question was he a centre mid or was he a right back? What's his best position? Well, I'm not saying that he might not turn into Steven Gerrard, but he might. You know, Gerrard was on a very similar path from the same area of Liverpool. Started at right back, became one of the best centre midfielders in the world. So I think Trent's got that in his locker, and what an education he's having right now, playing in this wonderful team with these wonderful players under this wonderful manager. Can't say, you know, more things about this current team. We just, you know, like I said, got in at half time. I would like to have seen the game continue for 90 minutes with no break, because it felt like City's heads had gone. City came out in the second half and played really well. It was funny, the Times put out player ratings for the players back in England, and he basically gave Man City, I think the best they got was a 5. De Bruyne and Silva both got 5s. Sane got a 2, maybe a 3. Everybody else got a 2 or a 3. I thought Sane was good. And again, I won't take anything away from City. I thought City played well, especially second half, and especially in the first 10 minutes. I thought they really, really played well. On another day, they could have scored lots of goals. Now, they haven't had an attempt on goal. There's not one shot that has been on target. Another night where Karius has not made a save, which is great. I'm happy with that. He's had nothing to do all game. A couple of back passes, a couple of goal kicks, but that's basically that. He's come for a couple of crosses, and he's commanded his area well. So that was Man City's attack, but they got the ball wide a lot. They penetrated our 18 a lot. We just defended like beasts. I mean, the back four was unbelievable. Henderson was unbelievable. Milner was unbelievable. Oxlade-Chamberlain was unbelievable. We lost a bit of momentum when Salah went off, but I think Salah was just saving himself so we can destroy Everton. If I was a Blue watching that, I'd be absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. I think we could play Jurgen Klopp and we can still beat Everton the weekend. I would be that scared. And again, going into the second leg, I'm now immensely confident. Like I said, none of the media outlets were pulling for Liverpool. They thought City were going to kill us. We've just beat one of the best teams in the world, definitely the best team in the Premier League, with the best Premier League record of any other team. Hopefully about to win the Premier League against Manchester United this weekend in the Manchester derby, the battle for who's the most horrible. And Liverpool obviously rock up to Everton, and we play Everton and Goodison Park. 7:30 in the morning. It's going to be mental. We basically had one day to recover from this. But you know what? Our players are going to be high as a kite. The atmosphere in the stadium was insane. Liverpool fans were incredible. The atmosphere in the inside of the stadium was insane. The amount of stuff I've seen on social media, the videos, the photographs, just unbelievable. I'm so jealous that I wasn't there. You know, with having my season tickets since I was a boy, and being able to go back to Anfield sporadically, every time, it's just incredible that you can't beat those moments, like the Dortmund game in the UEFA Cup a season and a half ago, the game where we were 3-1 down and we came back to win the game. Just nights you'll never forget your entire life. So watching it on TV is all well and good, but being a part of it is insane. Absolutely insane. And I know last night was one of the greatest nights Anfield has ever seen. So hopefully we have more of those nights. Hopefully we can move on from that, and we can get to the semi-final when we hopefully beat City at Main Road. We need one goal. We need to get one goal next week. They need to score 5 to go through. So I'm not saying they can't do it, because they can't. They're that good, Manchester City. But if Liverpool defend the way they just did, if we get through the Merseyside derby unscathed, we don't need any more injuries. Hopefully we get Salah back in time for the Manchester game on Tuesday in the quarter-finals. Second leg at the Etihad. I nearly called it Main Road then. But it's probably the calmest, most relaxed episode of Cough for That. But let me tell you, every Liverpool fan right now is going off their heads. They're excited. I coached last night. I had 3 sessions in Franklin Township. I coached my U9 girls, I coached my U11 girls and my U15 girls, and basically I sang my head off the entire time I was coaching. Put on 3 great sessions. My energy was high, but I sang. It was freezing as well. We're constantly getting horrific weather in New Jersey, USA. Like, it's snowing every other day. But, you know, we're lucky that we have so many beautiful grass and turf fields. Well, it's turf fields. So we can get our sessions on. It's supposed to snow again this weekend. We're supposed to get another 5-6 inches. But yeah, like I said, I was out last night. I was buzzing. Tonight, I'm going to be on the field with a couple of Liverpool fans. A lad called David from Birkenhead and another lad called David from Ireland, and they're both Reds. So I think between the 3 of us on the field tonight, we should all be singing some Liverpool songs and throwing on some fantastic sessions. All right, I've got nothing else to say other than Liverpool were brilliant. That was insane. We're back where we belong in the Champions League, ripping it up. Got to say that Liverpool is one of the best teams in Europe right now. Hopefully we go on to prove that and we can lift that trophy. My name is Mark Dutton, the happiest Liverpool fan in America. This has been Cough for That. If you like the video, throw a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, have a look at the Facebook page, Cough for That. I can't wait for the Derby video that will be out on the Saturday after the Derby. Hopefully when we beat horrible Everton at Goodison Park and watch them like lemmings and swamp monsters fall into the Mersey. Go back where you belong, Blue Noses, because you know what? No one's heard from you for the longest time. Let's keep it that way, Liverpool. Let's shut Everton up. Let's go on to play Manchester City on Tuesday. Let's get a nice little 1-0 win over at the Etihad, and let's look forward to the draw. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid or Barcelona. I've been Mark Dutton. This has been Cough for That. Have a fantastic day. And you'll never walk alone. Well done, Liverpool. Well done, Jurgen Klopp. That was a boss. Get in there.